everyone? It's B. Avery here, and I just want to thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Just My Opinion. And this right here, of course, is a power recap. We got season 6, episode 7, titled Like Father, Like Son. And I got to be honest with you, I really do like the title of this episode. I think it is very fitting. I thought this episode was great. I'm just going to get into all the things that I like. Which, to be honest with you, I pretty much liked it. Well, I was really entertained by this episode. There was things I did not like in this episode with the story and the characters and things like that, but that's why we're here. But I was very entertained by it. But of course, there's some characters that kind of frustrate me, and I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Etc. Etc. So we had a great episode today, or the latest episode, episode 7, on top of another fire episode that came out last week titled, Inside Man, when Jason stole Ghost and Tommy's money. I was like, damn, this dude just can't get a break or whatever. But with this one right here, it starts and it ends with Tariq and Ghost coming through there, putting the gun to Tariq's head. And I'm kind of with Tariq for a second. It's like, okay, Ghost, chill out, man. You know that you're not going to kill your son. You know what I'm saying? And, Tariq felt the same way, but he was like, no, Kanan killed his son. And I'm just like, okay, wow. Like, you're really just like, F your son right now. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what to expect. I don't know what's going to happen. He's really selling it right here, but it ends up, the gun being not loaded. I was okay. Whoo. And I'm glad that Ghost threw the gun on the bed, just so he can let Tariq know, like, look, I still love you. I'm not going to blow your brains out. I love you and value your life. So I'm not going to, risk it that way. But, just know that if you keep messing around, little boy, I'll knock you into the middle of next week. We've all heard that conversation, a number of times. But, the gun is empty. Tasha's not feeling that when she goes to confront him a little bit later. But what I do like is that Tariq was able to hear Ghost and Tasha going at it. Like, Ghost is like, look, I want to get done, and I'm tired of this drug shit, you know what I'm saying? I want Tariq to, not to have to live this life in the streets. I want him to get an education, go to college, graduate from college. I'm glad that Tariq, heard that or whatever, because I'm thinking like, okay, great, Tariq is going to know that his dad actually gives a crap about him or cares about him, and, he's not selfish. He's not the best father. I'm not a father myself. I'm not trying to judge, but, just some of the decisions. Anyway, I think you guys can kind of understand what I'm saying. But right before that, they go over to the crib, and we get to see how jacked up his crib is or whatever. The Tommy just destroyed the whole freaking place. And Ghost is like, yes, this is what, this is your fault, Tariq. You let him in the back door. So, that was cool. And, then we got Tommy and, what's her name? Keisha. They're talking, and like, she just like, yeah, leave them alone, and she's like, what about me and family? And he's like, but Tariq is family, and she's not feeling that. And she's like, what's frustrating me with Keisha is she's too back and forth. She's like a seesaw. Some days she's talking about she want to ride and she's down. Then some days it's just like, hey, we don't need to be doing this. It's like, you got to make up your mind here. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever choice you choose, that's fine. But you can't have both. Like, it's hot and cold, hot and cold, hot and cold. I really don't understand that. And like, another thing that I don't like with her is she going up to the warehouse, charging up 2-bit and all them. You know what I'm saying? What's the dude's name? Bixby? That's probably not his name. I'm tripping if it's not. But she's new to the game, and she coming in there just charging people up. Like, what? Why are you creating beef? You know what I'm saying? Like, why? It'd be different if it was Tommy was there. She just like she the queen bee. Now 2-bit shouldn't have grabbed her. No, that's just, you don't do that. That's just, common sense. And I like the other 2 guys. I forget their names, their reactions to it. Like, Tommy, what are you doing? You gonna get us killed? Chill out, dude. Fall back. You know what I'm saying? Was it Spank? I don't know why I'm forgetting his name, but I like those characters. But 2-bit, he shouldn't have grabbed her or whatever. Now let's get over here to this part right here, man. Tate and Cassandra finally get caught smashing by Derek or whatever, and they're both assholes, in my opinion. Poor Derek. He was able to put 2 and 2 together. His wife is pretty fine, but Tate is, I was never feeling Tate from the beginning. Lawrence Tate, I was never feeling his character. However, in previous episodes, like last season or so, I started to come a little bit on board. Like, okay, I can deal with this dude, you know what I'm saying? Yada yada yada. But just some of the stuff that he's been doing this season. I mean, it's a great performance. I enjoy the role, but he's just not a character. I'm just like, I look at him like, and you're knocking old dudes and old dude's wife there, man, and she's like, look. This is a personal problem. This is between us. This is our problem. Don't make this about work. She's just being an asshole. Like, I haven't been happy in this marriage. Like, that doesn't give you an opportunity to go cheat. Like, I don't understand. I would have felt better. I mean, cheating is still wrong. Infidelity, all that. But I would have felt better if she would have been like, baby, I've been unhappy and I've been trying to tell you, or I've been trying to communicate, and you never listen to me. Something like that. I mean, maybe that happened. I don't know, but it really grinds my gears. Like, you have a right to tell somebody if you're in a relationship with them, like, hey, I'm not happy over here. I'm suffering. I'm miserable. I want to be faithful. So please, please step it up in these areas right here. You know what I'm saying? If you don't, then I'm going to leave. Well, not if you're married, because, the divorce is not. But you get my point. I'm just talking about, communication or whatever. And she's like, I just wasn't happy. And I'm just assuming like she just didn't want to communicate at all. And, I don't like that. And then about that is, just kind of jumping forward. Of course, Derek is upset. They have to make the best out of the situation. I like Ramona going to Tate talking about, what is wrong with you, dude? Why are you sleeping with a married woman that you work with? That's just like double dumb. You know what I'm saying? Just like, you might as well just go ahead and take a crap on stage at the Grammys and then expect it, whatever. But it's just, that is dumb. But, they're working things out. He getting together with Ghost, and he's like, hey, man, if you don't take care of this, you're going to fall down too, because I did some dirt. I thought he was going to go kill Derek Ghost in the garage, and I'm glad he didn't. Like, Ghost, you can't just be killing everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? But, he made a proposition. He was like, hey, he's going to be the something director of the child project, and he gets something else, and also his legal fees are taken care of. So he gets a raise. His legal fees are taken care of, so he can divorce our girl. Legal fees taken care of. It's the secret not going to come out, so he's not necessarily embarrassed. He get a raise, and he's the director of the thing. Look, it still sucks, man. It sucks. You caught your wife cheating on you. However, you want to be able to come out as best as you can on top. And I think that this worked out. Tate over there feeling salty, with his face, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, bro, what is wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? And like, you just, and then the way you came at Ramona, like, just like she said, she was like, dude, you should have led with that, talking about, it's not about sex, it's about optics. I'm in this situation, you're in this situation, let's, get together, get married, and just for the optics or whatever, she probably would have gave you some, you know what I'm saying? Like, but he gonna start it off like, yeah, with a large piece, I'm like, come on, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that I ain't ever said nothing stupid before in my life, because I have, but not to that degree where I'm like, hey, like, that's just like, that is whack. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, they tripping right there. So also, no. Going back to Cassandra, because right before that, Ramona went to Cassandra in the bar or whatever, and she was like, yeah, because. What did she said? Something to her, and she was like, you didn't say because you're, my intelligence. I was laughing. But my thing is this, Cassandra, why is Tate an asshole to you? Like, she was like, I don't want to marry him. I don't want the secret to come out. I don't want to be with him, something else. And I definitely don't, something asshole. Why is he the asshole? You were both in the act together doing the dirt. You know what I'm saying? You are no better than he is. You know what I'm saying? I look at him kind of crappy because, the way he was trying to capitalize on the situation, but I'm not doing it. You know what I'm saying? You were in it. Now, I'm not, at the same time, don't even want to judge you, but you cannot judge him is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? That don't make sense to me. So, you can check yourself there, ma'am. But while Keisha, let's jump over here. While Keisha was frustrating me, I do like the way how stern she is being with Tariq. Like, look, bruh, don't come around here no more, man. We don't need no mess. And Tariq just think he's just some Shakespearean actor. Like, oh God, I'm scared. Oh, Can you tell Tommy I'm looking for him? Tariq, man, you deserve to get your ass whooped. I mean, like, look, you're just doing too much, dude. Like, I don't want nothing to I don't want anything to happen to you, but you're just doing too much. You're doing too much. Now, also, let's all talk about Jason real quick. What is he doing? Jason kind of going back and forth too, because at one point in time he told Ghost, he was like, look, at any time, he told one of them, at any time you want to kill the other one, I'm cool. And then, but later on in the episode, he's like, no, y'all are both going to work up under me, and if one of you end up dead, I'm going to kill the other one. Deal. And then he had Tommy meeting a guy from California, LA, I think, or whatever, and Tommy's like, no, I work by myself, and they dapping each other up. So, that's cool. I kind of want to see, what's going on there. Now, Lisa Marie, the little girl, Proctor's daughter, she popped up for a brief second, and she discovered that, her unicorn is gone or whatever. And that Sax had planted or whatever. Now, Sax, I don't understand. No, he was not suspended, but fired or whatever. But Sax, I don't understand. The wife is dead. Proctor is dead. Why did you not get rid of the evidence? There's nothing you can use it for at that point in time. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. And it's kind of funny because old dude was like, your incompetence is legendary. You know what I'm saying? I really did laugh at that part right there. But I'm finna say Proctor, not Proctor. But Sax is kind of silly for not, taking care of that or whatever. And so, then we got Tariq at the school, the new school. McAllister, why does it talk like that? At McAllister, we pride ourselves on this truly being a melting pot. Yuck, 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 yuck. I was like, wow. I mean, it's probably genuine, but it just really sounded like, I can't think of what I'm actually trying to say. I know what I want to say, but I can't think of the word. But it sounded real and artificial at the same time. That's just kind of weird. But, he's going back talking, it's like, and Ghost really thinks he's getting into him, and I think he is to a degree, but Tasha's not playing that or whatever. And Tariq really think that he's just, what that is or whatever. Now, Ghost, I knew Ghost was not going to kill Keisha in the garage. I was really hoping that Keisha didn't shoot Ghost, and it was just some big, misunderstanding there. And I do like the conference, like what's his name, 2-Bit and Spanks or whatever. They set up Manny, to go scare Keisha or whatever, and she's ends up blasting him 3 center mass or whatever. I liked it. I liked that she was. It was cool. I like what she did. She did some type of move, and then she kneed him in the balls, and then she ran to get the gun, and then she fell back spraying or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I like that. She can do her thing. So, also, everybody's just dying, man, because old dude died from Dre. He's killing everybody. He killed Jerry, the police officer. He killed old dude because he broke out the hand tie. So that's just kind of messed up right there. But what else we got right here? And he has the ankle bracelet on, so I wonder what Sax is gonna. Maybe Sax can still use the ankle bracelet somehow to I don't know, just find some more dirt or whatever. Dre does have his daughter back or whatever. But another something that's just funny to me is like Ramona has the hots for Ghost. I think she wants to give it to him. And, hey, everything, why not Ghost? Go ahead, and if she gonna throw it at you, go ahead and take it, my man. You know what I'm saying? Your marriage with Tasha is over. No, I'm just kidding right there. But now we're coming up to Tariq and Tommy on the building or whatever, and Tommy's just done. He's like, Tariq, look, you just doing too much, bro. You're doing too much. And he was I like that they're scaring the crap out of him, because Tariq deserves that. The dude has just been doing too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just needs to chill out. He deserves to get his ass whooped just for a lesson, just so he can kind of humble himself or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah. And I did not expect this at all right here. Tommy bought Keisha a house. I don't know where it is, but I was like, oh, okay. I wonder, like, how was you able to buy the house? I mean, I'm assuming Tommy's a cash man, but in the previous episode, y'all were scrambling, for $2 million, but I don't, that seemed like a pretty decent house. So where'd you get the bread? I don't know. Maybe I missed something. Please let me know down in the comment section below. But then we got this right here that I'm not necessarily proud of, that ended the episode, where Tasha is just telling Tariq, like, hey, man, I'm a teacher of the streets. He's like, help me move this weight that he got from Dre. It's like, what I really wanted to know is, I mean, she asked him the question, like, what is your end goal? But she helped him with the answer. Why couldn't she just really just talked it out like, Tariq, what is it that you want? It's not money. What is it? Do you really want to sell drugs? Because this is the life that you have. Like, these people die. You got to do this. You got to do that. People end up dead, like your sister, et cetera, et cetera. I wish it, but she would just kind of gave in. Like, oh, this is who you are, so I'm going to embrace it. I'm going to enable it. You know what I'm saying? I guess the only consolation out of that is it'll be some type of family unity or something like that. But I don't know. That was... I cannot promote that myself, but I love the episode, guys. It was very entertaining. I don't know how many we have left. I'm assuming not that many, but we're just gonna have to see next week, guys. So I really did like it. But what did you think about the episode? What did you think about my recap, my review? Please go ahead and give me that thumbs up down below. Comment. Let's get this conversation going and keep it flowing. But guys, that is just my opinion. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please give me that thumbs up. Like I said, look me up on social media and click on that subscribe button so you can get more of my content next week and all the things that I have coming. But guys, I just want to thank you again for tuning in to my Power Recap Season 6, Episode 7. And before you go, don't forget that my name is Brandon Keith Avery, and that's just my opinion. Peace.